Hey, it's your girl Jeray Speaks, and welcome to today's episode of Mend the Vow podcast. I am here to help you grow, persevere by sharing my triumphs and my struggles in life, both before and after the vow. A lot of times we choose to eliminate things from our story because we don't want to see the dirtiness inside of us after God has refined us. But we don't want others to see us that way either. So I am here to be your big sister, your auntie, your niece, your friend, anything that I can be to hold your hand as I filter through life in these mini episodes to let you know that you are not alone and that God is here with you. So grab your favorite cup of beverage, whatever that may be. Mine is coffee. Grab a notepad and something to write with, whether it be a pen, pencil, or on your iPad or on your Google Chromebook that has a pen, whatever you are notating from. Make sure that you bring you wisdom, knowledge that is from God so that you can hear everything that God has for you. Let's get into today's episode of Mend the Vow podcast. On this episode of Business and Brand Awareness, we are talking about how to identify your brand. And on a personal note, this is very common when people seek out to build a business but not refer to the brand's identity. Sometimes you want to get inside of business to leave the 9 to 5 or to just leave something behind as a legacy, right? But you really are the face of your brand. You have to determine what that consists of. You have to identify where you are in the marketplace or where you belong in the marketplace if you are not in that area yet. I know oftentimes people worry about, constructive criticism, but that is your best helper when you are building a business. Doing a lot of research versus just going off of what you know will hold true and identifying your brand. You have to know the identity. You have to know what your logo is. There's different concepts to identifying your brand. So I'm going to tell you one. You have to know the structure of who you are focused on, your customers, what they need versus of what you want to put out for them. You have to know that community is based on your brand too, but you are the focal point of the brand, your face. It's good to always be in front of the camera, in front of your brand instead of behind the brand, because people want to know, hey, why should I choose you? Or why should I do this? But before you get to that, you have to understand, what is this brand? What is the purpose? How do I identify everything that I've been through and encompass it into a brand? So those layers are really filtered out into birthing your brand and how to identify it. You might want to open a clothing store, but what makes you different from the rest? What is your oomph in that thing? You might want to be the best podcaster, but why would people listen to your brand of a podcast versus someone else that's doing the same thing? You got to identify your brand. What makes it the coolest? What does it do in this area? So in learning that, you have to do massive research. What else is not being brought in this area that you can uniquely identify and hone into? So I hope this has helped you identify layers of your brand. If you're just now starting out, please visit mendthevow.com, where we give you tools that you need to help guide you in the pursuit of digging deeper into your brand and also learning brand awareness, building community, and just having the initiative to soar in everything that God has called you to do. This episode has given you more insight. I am Jeray Clark, and I will see you on the next mini episode of Business and Brand Awareness. Until then, goodbye.